Hey, guys.
Hold on.
Oh,
He just fucked it up. I love a good click
Because
track.
I need to make sure that we're talking in time signature.
Dude, I
Hello, welcome to the Winter House Gaming Podcast.
My name is Kelly.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, he finally got his name right when
That's
he was
funny.
fucking around.
Okay, well anyway, this is Winter House Gaming 45.
We're not even recording.
Nope.
There you go.
Let's sit
Up and
quietly.
yet.
No, I'm not.
You are whoever I say you are.
I think I clipped
And
the mic.
if you weren't, then why would I say you are?
It's like any minute I'm gonna be. Oh yeah, you clipped it real
What
good.
if I
It's
started?
fine.
Oh yeah, Eric's here. Everyone
Yeah.
boo him.
Hi, Eric.
Boo!
Oh,
Give us like poor ratings on this video.
Poor. I thought you said core ratings.
Poor ratings.
Like post-hardcore
Yeah.
ratings.
I want
Metalcore ratings.
give us
For
fans,
fans
core
of
ratings.
Vanna.
look, we just got our first comment during the podcast.
Can't even fucking
We got our
believe that.
first
I'm
comment.
sorry, it was too funny.
What happened?
We did. It was
Suck.
just Eric saying that he sucks or we suck.
Oh.
It's like you're part of this, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
What are you gonna
Fuck
do?
that guy.
Idiot.
Guys,
And
as
I'm
always,
admitting
we
that
had
I
a hell
suck.
of.
What?
Did you want to say something, Eric?
Oh, I just said that you guys suck.
We do
Oh,
suck.
yeah, we do. I gotta turn you up a little bit here, bud.
Every fucking time we want to like have somebody remote in, like from their place, wherever.
God
through
damn
Skype,
it! Is it an endeavor?
It is
Ooh,
the worst thing.
it's pretty big.
The amount of
To do.
cable. I'm gonna let everybody know that the amount of cable that you need and the amount of like tweaking the system every single time is unreal.
It's preposterous.
It's not great.
This was just a pain in the ass.
Oh wait,
I like it.
we're on
Anus
Twitch,
in the
and
anus.
We gotta cater to the hip crowd. It's totes redonks.
Totes redonks. I love it.
It's totes my goats.
Yeah. It's
Totes
totes
and
my goats.
Oh
Totes.
my god.
Yeah, whatever
Goats.
floats your goat, buddy.
My goat doesn't float, dude.
What's happening in gaming news, man?
Dude, everything.
Everything?
Literally
All-
I've heard
everything.
nothing.
Square Enix is doing E3 for the first time in 15 years.
Wow.
That's something.
They're like
That's
participating in it, or they're running it.
They're participating in it. They're gonna be there.
E3 brought to you by Square Enix.
They're gonna be there doing stuff.
So basically,
Well, if Square
the
Enix is running
timetable
it, then
that
they're probably
I've
going to
seen
cancel
so
it till
far-
next year.
What were you saying, Eric?
If Square Enix is running it, they're going to postpone it for at least about 4 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
So judging from the timetable that I've seen from Square Enix, the next time they participate in it in 2033 is when they'll have an official release date for Kingdom Hearts 3.
And it'll only be the third trailer or fifth for the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yep.
Because you know that shit's gonna take fucking forever.
But it's gonna be the old trailer, but dubbed.
It's gonna be the original. No, all it ends up being is like the Final Fantasy what was that cartoon that came out? Advent Children.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna like take pieces of it and then reverse it to make us think it wasn't, but that's really kind of all it is.
It's gonna have a slightly different like background art.
All
like,
I'm looking for
It's
is
gonna have
just
a more
solid
detailed
remake.
meteor in the background. Yeah.
yeah. I
They'll
like
just give us the same
Did you-
tech demo they did on the PS3 all those years ago.
Yeah, exactly. I like what they did with the I don't know if you guys saw the Skyrim. There was like a Skyrim picture going around, and then you have Whiterun, and then like this is Whiterun. All of a sudden, this is Whiterun with trees, and I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. No, it's not. Please stop.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Yep.
What are you gonna
It's
do?
just
But that stuff is hilarious. Like how they keep doing that,
Yep.
and
You know, I gotta assume on some level that it's just like they showed that tech demo for the PS3 off at E3 for the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and then everyone just like collectively lost their shit.
yeah.
And then they knew, like they already knew, there's like we're gonna announce it in like 2015. And so, like, people keep clamoring about it, and the executives are up in the boardroom, and they're going,
Yeah, look at those freaking people. They're dumb.
What
They
little
actually
do
think
they
they're gonna
know,
live to
this
see the
game's
release of
never
this
gonna be
game.
released.
I know, right?
Wow, this seems to be the
Wow.
most popular Final Fantasy of all time. People really want to see it.
On the Switch.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, that whole thing where
Boy.
let me sleep on it for 40 years. I'm still sleeping on it.
Like, do we really need the money?
I
mean-
don't need billions of more dollars. I already have enough solid gold telephones.
Dude,
Do we want to be successful? I don't know.
solid gold telephones. That's funny. That's pretty funny.
Like, I hear Konami's really making waves with these pachinko machines. Maybe we should do that too.
Fucking pachinko machines. I don't know. I think they're being cocky. I think they're being kind of assholes. I'd
Oh,
like
for
some answers. And I've been told that, well, I haven't been told personally, but I mean, the internet tells us that we might see some answers.
Well, evidently, I read something the other day that they took whatever progress was made on it because they were outsourcing development of the Final Fantasy VII Remake to CyberConnect 22, I think is the name of the company that actually developed the dot hack games on the PS2.
Really? I thought it was CyberConnect 23.
Maybe it
I
was.
don't
I don't
know.
Shut up. That's not the point. The point is that like the 4 years of work they had done on the game, when Square Enix like went and looked at it, they're just like, oh, this looks like 2 years of work has been done, and so they pretty much ripped development away from them, and now they're developing it in house.
Right.
So that set them back
I
by
mean,
quite a bit.
What do you guys think of the E3, the Walmart E3 leak that happened? What was it, yesterday?
What, Rage 2?
Or yeah, you know that list is false if Rage 2 is on that fucking list.
Right.
You can tell I can tell you how many people
Rage
wanted
2.
a Rage sequel.
Yeah.
Nobody.
The amount of people
fucking
bought the
nobody.
first one. So yeah, nobody.
It's
remember
funny
you lent
because
me that game.
Walmart, I did.
It
And
was
I didn't.
awful.
I mean, I wanted it to be great, but it
Yeah.
wasn't.
It looked like it was going to be good. It had potential.
Yeah.
Do you guys really want to know what the sequel was to it? Mad Max.
Yeah.
It
really was.
It's the same fucking game.
Yeah.
Basically.
Walmart
It was
saying that it was-
overshadowed by the smash hit that was Brink.
Oh, Brink.
Yeah.
I
Oh
did.
my god.
I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I
I-
didn't mind it.
I redboxed it because I wasn't like sure of it, and I'm glad I did.
I never played
Once I
Brink.
found out that the
I'm glad I never played.
campaign was like online only, and nope,
Yeah.
turned me right
Ew.
off.
Well, really? Wait, online only games campaign turned you off?
Yeah.
Everything turned into that though.
Speaking of
Good.
It was ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Online only campaign.
speaking
Brink
of online only games with campaigns, BioWare has announced that Anthem isn't going to suck. They are telling fans that Anthem isn't going to suck.
The announcement: our own company is going. The game's own company is telling people.
I wish that developers would start announcing when their games are going to suck.
All right, man.
really funny.
In further explanation of this, they were just stating that, like, since the game's campaign is online, you can complete it with friends or random people, or you can just do it by yourself. So that's why they were saying the game isn't gonna suck. They kind of just left it at
Good.
that. So
I fucking hate.
Sounds
everyone.
like every other fucking game at this point.
please surprise us, because Mass Effect Andromeda was a little bit of a letdown.
Please, sir. The
But
most
you still beat
anticipated.
it like 8 times.
Yeah, I mean,
most-
it's a Mass Effect game, so I'd give it.
Here's a very
its
anticipated
time.
game. Took you 15 years to complete. What do you think people are gonna think? They're gonna think it doesn't suck.
Well,
Your game that that you're basically your whole reputation is riding on, and you're kind of expected to let people know that you're still capable of good games after the massive commercial failure that was your biggest game.
well,
They're gonna like it.
well, they're gonna think it doesn't.
It's
suck.
good.
They're gonna think Goodly?
Goodly.
Yes.
They might
gonna
say
create-
kind things.
They're gonna create brand new words for it. That's what it's gonna be. Well, let's
Preposterous.
back to the Walmart thing. They say it was like a glitch,
Yeah.
and the funny thing is that they're saying that the titles are speculative,
Yeah.
which is kind of funny. But you were saying that a couple of them that were going to be in there. The Rage 2 thing. Also, Gears of War 5.
I was just about to say
Yeah, that one was there too.
Just Cause 4, which I'd be very excited about.
I think
Borderlands 3.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that's kind of already like on the DL, like sort of confirmed.
We've known that was in development
It's
for a
gonna be
while.
on the
Yeah.
DLC.
DLC.
And also Assassin's Creed sequel, because they're never going to stop with those.
They
Right.
really
The
are.
Division 2, well the
that's
last one they
already
did a great job,
confirmed.
so as long as they go in that direction.
we already knew that was coming anyway.
Right, they already stated that they were making.
I want
a
to
second
see a Assassin's Creed Moon style, like just on the moon.
The only place they haven't gone yet.
Division 2 and then Splinter Cell series.
Holy shit.
Oh, please. Please
Check it
let
out.
that.
New idea for a game. Assassin's Creed Jersey City.
Oh, God.
Everyone's gonna be wearing khaki shorts and calling each other bros.
My guy.
My guy.
Snooky's gonna
Here-
show up.
Your assassin's robe is
the,
literally just a hoodie.
The secret ancient Timberlands.
I gotta find my cannoli.
You gotta find Jimmy Hoffa or some
Yeah.
shit.
Oh my god. Oh,
I can dig it.
that'd be funny. Anyway, so good job Walmart.
City.
Good job Walmart. You suck.
Tell you what, I'd like to see him bring back Prince of Persia. That's what I want.
What about Fresh Prince of Persia? In Mesopotamia, born and raised in the dungeon is where I spent most of my days.
I just can't even on that.
Shit.
He's good at just pulling this random shit out of his ass.
Some kind of huge. Okay, are we done with that part?
Yeah.
I don't know how
Yeah,
to segue
that's-
from the.
You don't. Yep.
In West Mesopotamia. That's fun. All right.
You're welcome for
So-
that.
I'm actually really excited about this thing I wanted to talk about today.
What is it?
Microsoft. There's a console war, but I think that every time we think that PlayStation is just gonna fucking blow it out of the water, which they usually do, Xbox, Microsoft, they come in, they do something fucking special. They really do. First, the backwards compatibility, which is massive. Okay.
Yeah.
Then blah 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 blah, and now.
And now,
That's pretty fucking special, you're right.
Game gifting on Xbox
Doesn't
One.
give me any more
Really?
elaboration.
Okay, so before that was only allowed on PC and Steam. Game
Wow.
gifting. So if you go on to buy a game, if anybody's never used Steam, please
you
do it.
can do that on the PlayStation Network.
You can?
Yeah.
Maybe it's set up
You
differently.
can do
then.
that on the PlayStation Store because when you go to buy a game, you can say, I'm purchasing for myself or I'm purchasing it as a gift.
Wicked special, bub.
I'll have
you
to
know
look-
what? You know what?
I'll have to look into that.
Microsoft.
No, I'll have to look into that because
Yeah.
this is maybe it's set up differently, or maybe what they're doing here is well anyway,
Maybe
game gifting, making it giftable is awesome. I think that's really cool. They should allow that. Why the fuck wouldn't they? I mean, if you want to push out GameStop, which sounds like
Yeah.
that's what the fuck they're doing,
Yep.
that's how you're gonna do it.
Wait, can you do that with games that you already own?
No,
Oh,
No.
that would be cool.
that would be very cool.
That'd be
Here,
very
I don't
cool.
want this game anymore. Here you go. You can take it.
That's kind of what
Patience.
license
How's it
sharing
going?
is, though.
Oh.
I am Wicked Special, if that's what you're referring to, and I apologize.
Patience.
But that that they're bridging the gap between Microsoft obviously own the Windows 10, all that stuff, bridging the gap between consoles and PCs. like way faster than PlayStation is. I would love a really awesome PlayStation app like Xbox app on Windows 10.
Yeah.
I would love it.
The way that I look at PlayStation and Sony in general is that they're just kind of like these stubborn elite, club members. They're like, we're awesome.
We call them assholes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get that.
They are awesome, but
yeah,
at the
I
same
was gonna
time,
say they are
there's
awesome.
room to
Yeah.
grow.
They're very awesome.
There's room to
I
grow.
mean, it's all four of us.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we all love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a friend of mine. I won't mention names. He just got an Xbox One X. So he actually he used to be a PlayStation guy.
He's actually never.
So now
invited here
he's
again.
all of a sudden all into Xbox and thinks it's like God, and I'm like, that's not the case.
He's never had a PS4 Pro.
He won't get one either. He said he's done with PlayStation,
Wow.
which is crazy because everything about
I don't.
Xbox is
Dude,
wrong.
I really.
I guess he's
You know
getting
the funny
tired of
thing
good
is, though?
games.
Shut the fuck up, Eric. I'm talking.
No.
But seriously, shut the fuck
I
up.
had a Facebook friend. Keyword being had. A Facebook friend of mine. And I won't say his name because honestly I don't remember it anymore.
Does it rhyme with
because
schmerick?
because he's dead to me. And he's just like, oh, I'm thinking about getting a PlayStation 4 or a Switch. Everyone, help convince me to want to get, what to buy. And then I'm like, like Ratchet and Clank, The Last of Us, God of War, like, Infamous, and all the exclusives. And then they're just like, yeah, I don't really give a shit about any of those games. I think those are all terrible games. And someone's just like, oh, get Bomberman. She's like, oh, I really like Bomberman. I'm just like, what the fuck kind of gamer is this, dude?
Deleted.
What the hell?
Delete.
Wow, that is weird.
I'm like, so have you ever actually played a video game?
Yeah.
Like, or are
That's-
you
that's
just
one
like,
of those
are you
moments where you
confusing
just,
that for
like-
like Microsoft Excel on your computer?
That's one of those moments
would be
where you
just a-
just sit in shock and you're just like,
Yeah. He would be just as happy with that fucking that minor game on fucking Windows 98.
Mischief makers,
Oh.
yes.
The
I don't
minor
remember.
game?
I don't even remember what the fuck the game's called.
that sounds like a completely different.
They should put that in the Switch.
The minor game. They call me Puddin' Pop.
So Sony won't be holding a traditional press conference at E3. I think what they're going to do, well, it's speculation that they're going to take the 4 games that are kind of big right now.
They're flagship games for
Yeah,
this
they're
year.
all flagships. Death Stranding,
Last of
Last of Us 2.
What's it? No, I thought it was a new medieval game, maybe. I thought
It's not the medieval.
I thought they were coming out with a new medieval game.
My computer just crashed. Anyway,
Cool.
but I think it's cool because sometimes they only give us a small amount, but I hope they give us more to work
So
with.
there's Spider-Man,
I like
which
it.
is their big, one of their big flagships
Yes,
for
it
this
really
year.
is.
And then there's The Last of Us 2, and then
I would actually like to get Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm going
I'm
to.
definitely
It
getting
looks great.
Spider-Man.
I want to swing from buildings.
Right, and you get the whole, like,
Spider-Man.
all of New York City
I
to
love Spider-Man.
explore. So
What's Sporterman?
spoiler,
Man.
Oh yeah.
spoiler.
And after playing Sunset Overdrive, I'm convinced that Insomniac is really going to be able to pull off like the mobility of Spider-Man.
Wait, did you like that?
Yeah, I love Sunset Overdrive. It was great.
I
just
honestly
have a question for you
no
about that.
idea what the fuck it was ever about or what.
Why?
like-
Why do you like it?
Why?
I don't know
Because
if you're
it's
trying
a
to make
good
fun of
game
him
and
or if
because
you're
I'm an
genuinely
idiot.
curious as to why he likes
I'm
it.
very curious. It was. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't smart enough for it.
Probably.
Do you own it?
Yeah.
Huh.
I do own it on Xbone.
Well,
That's
seeing
the only
as
system it's on.
exclusive, then yeah.
You got me. I'm an idiot.
I got it from my Atari Jaguar.
I didn't really particularly. Fuck you.
if you must know.
I didn't. I just didn't particularly care for it. I don't know.
Eric, give
They
us the
teach their
rundown.
own. I mean, from a gameplay standpoint, I thought that the gameplay was all right. I like the traversal and stuff like that. I mainly liked it for the world itself and the humor and everything. It was a very witty game.
Good.
It was very self-aware and
I love self-aware.
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to disagree with that comment.
Okay.
I haven't played the game, so I don't give a shit.
Hey, here's an exciting announcement that Sony made. They confirmed, 100% confirmed, that they're not showing the PS5 at E3.
That's not super exciting. I'm not.
I
Gonna
know
lie.
it's not.
I would really like.
When
to
do you
see-
guys?
I'm
like
not
to-
ready
I would-
for that. That's a
I-
huge financial burden that I have
Yeah,
to
dude,
take
I
on.
just
I
got a
feel like-
PS4, man. I don't want to see anything about a PS5 for like at least 2 years.
I just inherited my PS4 Pro. I want to enjoy this for at least a year and a half.
I want it right now. I
No.
don't care.
Well, they're not going to be releasing a PS5 until at least probably 2020 or maybe late 2019.
Oh, does
I think we might
does
be
your,
seeing it, though, at, like,
expertise
PSX
as
this
a
year.
business analyst.
I am a
give you that
business
gut
analyst.
feeling?
That's right.
Yeah, Eric is
Absolutely.
just an
NASDAQ,
in these
Dow
things. He
Jones,
knows.
Dow Jones,
Bloomberg.
Wall Street Journal, yeah.
Wall Street Journal.
You know,
Yep.
buy low, sell high. Stocks.
Stock.
He is actually a major Sony stock shareholder.
Wait, have you seen that movie, The Goods?
The
No.
goods.
That
Hard,
just-
so hard.
Is that on
yeah,
Pornhub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, haven't.
When you just said
I haven't, by the way.
when you just said that, it reminded me of that. You should watch that. Oh my fucking god.
Wait, no, I think I have seen that movie. That's got Rob Riggle in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that part where he's just like Transformers. Yeah, it's great.
It's good
Anyway,
stuff.
video games. Hello.
Video games.
I think I made a mess of something over here.
What the fuck are you
Here's a
doing?
question. Here's a question for you guys. What would you like to see?
Yeah.
What would you like to see in? Sorry. Every now and then, you guys' audio cuts out, so I can't tell if you guys are still talking or not, and I didn't want to talk over you. But what would you like to see in the next generation of systems? Because I feel like we're probably going to see the PS5 maybe at PSX this year or E3 of next year.
Virtual
like,
boobs.
Personally, I'd like to see like backwards compatibility for the PS4 on the PS5. I don't see why they shouldn't
Right.
be able.
I completely agree with that.
They're not gonna do it.
No. And I'll
They're
give you
Sony
I'll give you
stubborn.
one simple reason.
Yeah.
Because Sony loves money.
Yes, they love
And
money.
if they
They
can
love me
keep
that
you,
much,
giving you
why
a reason to
wouldn't they
have to
put
buy a
PS2?
PS4, then they'll do it.
Wait,
all
what was
day.
that? What
I
was that,
would-
Eric?
If they love money that much, why aren't there more PS2 classics on the PS4 store? Because that is the most anemic fucking like section of the PS4 store.
Probably
You know what?
because
How
they would
about
have
this,
to.
Eric? I will fight you in the mouth.
No, listen.
I
That can mean
Probably
one
Down.
of
because
two
they would have to.
things.
They would have to renegotiate contracts with the developers themselves, and the developers themselves would probably want more money than Sony likes to give out.
right, but I mean they have a bunch of exclusives and stuff that I'm sure they still own the rights to.
It's true, but I mean,
Business.
it's what? A couple days ago they stopped running any servers or anything for PlayStation 2. They stopped supporting anything on that at all.
God, I was just about to start playing
it's-
Champions of Norath.
Fuck no! And what kind of online capabilities would you have to stop using on PlayStation 2? to
I don't know,
run
man.
anything?
You know what? The only
Still
game
playing
that
Final
I
Fantasy
really ever
11.
played on PS2 is the Final Fantasy 11.
So
That was so awesome. I felt so cool buying a network adapter for that game. It was like the tits.
I remember getting a splitter for Halo. I thought that was great. And then we realized you didn't have to buy the Microsoft one. You could just purchase an actual hub from like Best Buy and be fine. But anyway, I have honestly, I don't know what the fuck else there is. Stop making video game systems and just give us like keep giving us awesome games.
Yeah.
What the fuck
That
else
too.
is there? What else is there?
And I
4K,
think
4K, like everything.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I think-
4K, I just don't care.
Honestly, they're starting to show up the 8K TVs.
That's ridiculous.
many-
That's not
8K
even sarcasm. This actually.
No, I know.
8K.
I know. I've started saying
So-
that stuff too.
7L.
Who gives a fuck?
That's the thing. I don't. I really don't
Right.
give a fuck.
I don't even own a 4K TV at this point.
4K gameplay. It looks great.
Yeah, I could take
don't
it or
care.
leave it.
I don't care.
You're not
Give me
gonna
a
stream it.
finished- Give me a completely finished game.
The thing about it is too is like
At launch.
as
at
launch.
at lunch,
streamers, which we
I love playing
all
games at
stream
lunch.
quite a bit, and that's how we play our games. Sometimes we're not going to stream 4K. We physically can't.
No. Then how are we gonna be the biggest Twitch guys ever?
Well, I guess fuck us then.
I actually just found out. I actually just found out that my favorite Twitch people that I watch smoke tons of weed. I had no idea.
What happened?
They smoke tons of weed. The ones
Yeah.
the big ones I watch. I actually felt kind of sad about that.
That's
but-
like the one of the
Yeah.
two things that I like found out as an adult, that literally everybody fucking smokes weed, and that cheese is expensive as hell.
Fuck it.
Well, you have learned so
Hard
little,
to
my
explain.
friend.
Yeah.
yeah,
Literally everybody does drugs.
patience.
And then,
Patience is right. 4K is overrated.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
hardcore.
It is. The
Yeah.
difference between 1080p to 4K is so minimal that, I mean, why 8K?
Why?
I don't understand the point.
The human eye can't.
So-
the human
so
eye
vivid.
Can't
I'm
even
not gonna
notice the difference.
hold on, Eric. Hold on. I'm gonna disagree because the jump from 720 to 1080 is kind of relatively small,
Right.
but the jump from 1080 to
There's
4K
some
is
Xbox
massive.
360 games is still.
I know it's
720.
technically massive, and
I
it
mean,
is a
4
noticeable
times
difference.
as massive.
No,
Four
I
times.
understand. I understand that it's 4 times. I understand that's a big jump from a technical standpoint.
Or Eric.
When you're looking at it, when you're looking at a screen, unless it's a really, really big fucking screen, which I mean, you know, I just got a 55-inch 4K TV a few months back.
Rub it in.
And it's great.
We got a 65-inch 4K TV
But-
over here, buddy.
Oh, well, that's because you guys are rolling in all that
Whatever.
Winter House money.
I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
None of-
But I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that the difference, it's going to get smaller and smaller as tech goes up. And 4K, while it is noticeably more vivid than 1080p, it's
yeah, YouTube money. Yeah, right. Patience. If you want to make tons of donations, please, by all means.
Yeah.
I need help.
We're gonna have to, we're gonna put you to work.
I need
We're gonna
help,
start
too.
our own Winter House cam
Wait.
show featuring
Yeah. How do you,
patience.
I was just gonna say. Oh my god, that's funny. But anyway, it's and I think it has to do, like, as far as the resolution goes. To me, it has to do with the size of the TV you're definitely using.
Yep.
I'm not streaming or even playing games. I don't think any normal streamer actually does on a 60-inch TV.
No,
They don't.
it's cumbersome. And
They
you know what
use-
else?
They use these little,
Monitors like we
27
have.
32s.
Yeah, you know what else? I'm gonna add on to that.
And they don't actually they don't even like make 4K TVs under 40-inch anyway.
No, because it's a pixel dispersion ratio and all the technical jargon and 18 phalanges and banana hammock, mantis toboggan.
Okay.
Mantis toboggan.
Seems legit.
It's Always Sunny.
I
Mantis toboggan, MD.
I actually never really cared for that show.
Yeah, I didn't.
I
You know what
apologize.
I did care for? Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh my
Oh, I
fucking god!
fucking
Can we
love
rage
Brooklyn
for a minute?
Oh,
Serious.
as a show that I've never seen, I am outraged.
You never saw it?
I've never seen it,
You
It's
need to
amazing,
watch it.
but I
It's
really
so good.
want to.
You would actually rage if you saw it because
I know.
it's so
You would.
but
fucking good.
it's actually.
Hulu might be
like,
picking it
on-
up.
Hulu's picking it up.
They might be picking it up.
Well, they
it's
might be
rumored
picking it
at
up.
the moment.
Way to give us
I mean,
fallout.
they've
I
already
need a
picked up a
mental
couple of
checkout
Fox
on
shows
this point
before.
because I've never seen this show and I probably wouldn't care about it.
Yeah,
you like
I don't know,
comedies?
dude.
Do it.
It's
Do you like
It's so
comedies?
good.
Oh.
Do you like to laugh?
really.
Do you like to human at all?
I mean, I do,
You-
but I'm
I-
very.
Well, then you'll
I
like-
honestly find that surprising that you don't like comedies.
What do you
considering
watch?
That your whole life.
Like, what do you watch?
Dude, you have no clue how much of a joke my life is.
Have you seen me?
Dude, I laugh enough at myself.
That's comedy gold. I need to delve into that brain of yours.
I just like story. I don't.
Story.
The reason that I
So
don't,
you
watch
like slapstick
comedies.
comedy and
Some of it's just too cheesy for me. like too forced.
cheesy.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you what. Brooklyn
This is
Nine-Nine, the
expensive.
comedy in that comes natural.
I learned that today.
What was it?
Cheese is expensive.
What? Not to listen to Tony when he
That's
says
funny.
things.
I watch a lot of comedies, like a lot. Last Man on Earth, I'm fucking right into that shit.
I don't watch a lot of shows, so when I watch shows, I prefer them to have really, really good story and narrative. I'm just kinda
According to
picky.
Patience, that's just anything Vikings and Game of Thrones.
Champagne infused
Vikings
And
cheese.
some anime.
I need this in my life.
He's
Yeah.
calling you out right now, dude.
I gotta tell you, I love a good comedy. Honestly, I was really surprised that that Ariel enjoyed Psych as much as she did. That is
That's
my
a smart comedy.
one of my favorite comedies. Futurama. Need I say more? You know,
She liked that one?
she actually hates Futurama, but I think she associates it with her ex, and that's why she doesn't like it, because her ex watched a lot of it,
Oh, okay.
and he was a piece of shit. So now it's like a whole PTSD thing or whatever.
Pieces of shit. Yeah.
Yep.
I
Pieces of
get
shit,
that.
Man. I can't watch How I Met Your Mother anymore because A, that reminds me of my ex, and B, that show's garbage. So
I liked it.
I think like the last couple seasons ruined the whole.
But
show
I
for
also
me.
like Will and Grace.
Will and Grace is awesome.
I'm trying to finish all of it. I'm almost done. Dude, I've been watching it for months, trying to go
I
from
just
the
saw
beginning.
Macaulay Culkin
all
on
the
there
way to-
earlier.
Yep.
That
Yep.
really shows how old that show is.
I know. It was so weird.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't know. I like comedies.
Yeah.
I don't like that drama shit. I don't like. If I'm gonna watch a drama, it's gonna be anime.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's just weird, but you know. And I like stupid comedy.
Yeah.
Like ridiculously stupid comedy.
But Brooklyn Nine-Nine is actually on our list of like shows to watch next because we're
So
watching
good.
Gilmore Girls right now.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that show. Holy shit, I love that show.
Oh my god.
I keep waiting for them to like make out. I know they're never going to, and I've seen the series like 3 times before, but I keep just a little small part of
With
me
Gilmore Girls?
keeps on hoping that they just start making out.
I'm not gonna lie. I fucking hate that show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most guys do.
The way that the mother and the daughter do
Interact.
that back and forth
yeah.
bickering thing infuriates me.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people.
And then
like,
they have a new
started
show called
feeling-
Parenthood, maybe
I don't know.
Parenthood, Parent something.
Don't look at
Anyways,
me.
that woman is in a newer show.
Lauren
Not even
Grant?
new anymore. It's probably forever ago.
What, the mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Parenthood, I think. And it's absolutely horrible too.
Yeah.
But I can tolerate it a little bit better because I like everybody else that's in it.
Yep.
But the way that they go back and forth just makes me so fucking angry.
You know what show everyone loves? I guess we're on TV now, so you know.
Yeah. And
Surprise.
and Pornhub.
Yep.
Pornhub.
Well, we got that out of the
Unlocking
way.
the secrets of the fucking universe, but black holes. Usually I go to Pornhub to look for another type of black hole. But
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
That was funny. That was really funny.
That was actually
Anyway, you know
pretty
what
humorous.
show everyone loves, and I watched like the first half for the first season. Like no, Supernatural. I just don't give
Nope,
a shit
can't
about
do it. Don't give a shit.
The only thing I liked about it, besides the supernatural part, was the interaction between the brothers. Like it just reminded me of my brother and I.
Yeah.
That interaction. But I only watched it when it was randomly on TV and maybe a small action thing was happening.
Everyone,
But other than that, I was like, cool car. I'm
everyone
out.
says that I have to get past the first season because like I guess from the second
People
season on,
say that.
it's more of a comedy.
People say that
It's-
about
it's
every
more
show
funny.
they like. though.
No,
Yeah,
the
right.
reality of people saying that is after you get past the first season, you feel like you should watch the rest of it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you
you're
went
just
so far.
obligated
Because,
at
I
that
guess, like,
point.
The first season
Right
tried
now,
to,
this is a
You're
relationship.
committed.
the first season tried to like take itself too seriously, and after the first season and like onward, it's more like a kind of like poking fun at itself,
Right.
which I love. I mean, like one of my favorite series of all time, X-Files. You know, and you know if you've seen X-Files, you know like conspiracies and aliens and Bigfoot and fucking Bigfoot's
Right.
dick or whatever.
Patience would like to know if we saw the Supernatural and Scooby-Doo collab episode.
Yeah, we totally saw that. Even though we just finished telling you that we
Why
never
the
watched
fuck
it.
would I watch that?
Yeah.
I saw that fucker 4 times.
Oh
Wait,
my God.
Speaking of that shit,
Well, you're
What about that show Grimm? Have you seen that?
No.
Fantastic.
Yeah. What about
You should watch that.
What about that show with the girl from House? It was about fairy tales.
Happily Ever After or something like that?
No, it's like Once Upon a Time or something.
Carrie watches that.
Yeah,
and
my wife
fucking
likes
hate
it.
That
Yeah.
show.
God,
Can't
God,
do
I
it.
hate that show.
I can't do
why
it.
are we?
yeah, that's pretty much how I
But she
feel.
watches Bones too, and I can't stand Bones because I can't
I
stand
watched-
that actress.
Up till like season 3 of that fucking show.
I watched all of Bones with my wife, and it was okay.
Wow,
I
your
guess.
life
I gotta
is
tell
just
you,
different
I-
down there.
You know what?
It's just
Fucking
different.
Florida life is just weird. And I
Dude,
don't
Florida,
like it.
people are weird down
Yeah.
there, and he fits.
Yeah,
right
we're
in.
the-
Florida man.
Dude, Eric fits right in down there.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something about Bones, and spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it yet, I watched Bones until I got to the part where the two characters like hooked up, and then I feel like I had been robbed of like 30 hours of my life because they just fucked off with it, and they were just like, oh yeah, they hooked up and now she has a kid, and like they, there was no payoff
Like they do
to the
stuff.
tension, like,
Yeah.
and it still makes me mad.
I get that.
It keeps me up.
I-
at night.
I felt mixed about it because it's like, they were stringing it on for so long. It's like 5 seasons or something of like, just this tension. It's like, just fucking get it on already. And then they finally do, and you're like, I liked it better when they weren't together.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately that does happen, but
You don't even get to see no titties, like
No
what's
titties.
that?
like the little Asian
The Asian
artist.
girl? Yeah,
the artist, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
To be
she-
fair,
Her
I've never
dad
looked
was
up
ZZ
it's on
Top.
Pornhub.
Okay,
Really?
yeah.
I did not know that. Good for her.
Her dad was like fucking Billy Gibbons or something.
Yep.
I always have.
All right.
I always have a really bad habit of watching up to a certain point where something happens and then never watching a show ever again.
Yeah, yeah.
So
the same way.
Game of
dude.
Thrones, when what's his face died, that little fucking.
Joffrey.
Oh yeah. What I was looking for out of this show.
When people
Wait,
get together in shows I
Joffrey
watch.
dies.
When people get together in shows
Spoilers.
I watch everything leading up to that. The second they're together, I'm good. I'm out.
Yep.
Although, speaking of which, Dave, you also watch Lucifer, correct?
I fucking love Lucifer, and I hope they
I do
never
too.
get together.
How does it feel to suck so much?
Mm, well, I'm just gonna leave it at that then. I take it you haven't watched the recent episode.
Wait, do you like that show?
I've been watching it since season 1. It's great. I
Dude,
fucking love it.
I love it. If they ever get together, I'm done. I'm out.
I gotta tell you, I just finished The Punisher on Netflix, and I loved it. I loved that show. I thought it was great. I'm a Punisher fan anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna.
Well, that guy's a good
pretend-
actor in that.
I'm gonna
Like, he does a really
pretend
good
that
job.
the 2007 film just didn't happen. The Ray Stevenson one.
I never watched that, so I'm good. I'm
the
in the
one
clear.
with Thomas Jane, amazing.
Yeah.
And I think that this guy John Bernthal is the second best Frank Castle / Punisher that they've had. But if you watch The Walking Dead, Eric, did you watch The Walking Dead? Oh yeah, you did. You and your wife
Yeah.
did. Okay.
I very regularly watched it up until like not the most recent season, but the season before, and then I just
Yeah.
kind of
Up
stopped.
until season showed up, and then you just kind of fucked off with it.
What I
Yeah.
did was
Yeah.
I watched up until the girl disappeared in the woods, the little girl,
Yeah.
which is like the first season
No, it's the second season.
or second season.
Second.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I don't care if she comes back, and never watched it again.
No, nobody gives a shit if she come back, but you should definitely watch after.
I didn't get no. I'm good. I'm good.
See, some people can't do zombies.
You can just fast forward through season
it's-
2.
They
And
really should
then
call it,
good
instead of
again.
The Walking Dead, they should really call it people arguing, and then sometimes there's zombies.
And sometimes there's extreme violence.
Here's the thing with The Walking Dead. The acting, some of them could act, and the other ones couldn't, and the ones that couldn't infuriated me enough. So I was like, I can't watch this.
I can see that.
I thought it was absolute garbage, and I think all the zombies like put a whitewash over people's face to think that it was good, and it was not good.
Well, I wasn't paying attention. What?
Give us another 28 days later, and I'd be fine.
They did. It's called 28 Weeks Later.
No, I know they did, but like keep going with that. I would be fine with that. 28 years later, don't care.
And I gotta tell you, I started after the
28 decades
after the
later.
Punisher, which after the only reason I brought up The Walking Dead was because like if you saw like Shane and like how he like reacted, I'm just like, well, this guy would make a great fucking like Frank Castle Punisher.
Shane was the Punisher guy. Yeah.
And I'm like, after watching him in The Walking Dead, I'm like, this guy would be great. And then they tapped it, and I'm just like, holy shit! Can I see
felt
the
like I
future?
was so mad at him for like messing around with the guy's wife.
Yeah.
That I just didn't want to watch it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You
man,
do get some vindication.
why do you
later, though.
why do you gotta do a bro like that?
Yeah. Why are you gonna?
You know?
Why are you
It's
gonna
totally
do
not
like
bro.
that?
And then the boy.
Although I hated Lori.
Coral.
I hated her so
Coral.
much.
He was such a bad actor.
Oh,
He was a horrible
Carl?
character. Horrible
Oh,
character.
I got some good news for you later.
He dies, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm happy about that.
And you know what? I didn't even watch the show to find that out. There were just so many memes of it. And I don't even
Right.
give a shit about the like spoilers of that show anymore. I just don't care.
Right.
I kind of got rid of all pretense. But yeah, that was the only reason I mentioned him in The Walking Dead. I started watching The Defenders,
Yeah.
and I think it's pretty good so far.
Yeah, it's not
like,
bad.
it's I'm trying to ignore the fact that Iron Fist is in it because I hate him so much.
There's another one where I watched it up until he decided that he wanted to take over his company. It's the
Iron
very
Fist?
first, yeah. It's
Oh,
the very
yeah,
first
yeah.
couple parts.
Oh man,
He
talk
decided
about
he
white
wanted to-
male privilege.
Yeah, he decided
Holy crap.
he went from like a super humble person to a fucking piece of shit that wanted to
So,
take over his company.
yeah.
And I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm
I'm
out.
Danny Rand, and even though I've been in a monastery in China for 20 years and came
Yep.
back and like you guys are running my family's business, and even though you worked hard for it and I have no business acumen whatsoever, I want it. Give it to me now because it's mine.
But that chick was hot though, right?
Yeah, she was. She was hot AF.
That chick was hot.
But it's I just watch up until a certain point,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, okay,
just
you
watch
lost me.
I
You
just
lost
watched it
me.
for Daredevil and Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
I thought those were the two
I
best
want to see
characters.
Jessica Jones.
Yeah,
I
it's
kind of
great.
do.
Because like
Right.
she just doesn't give a fuck, dude. She doesn't care.
Do you watch the Shield thing too?
I try. Oh my god, I tried.
I tried.
The first episode, I just didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
It felt like like the guy that plays Agent Coulson. I felt like he was trying to be too funny and to like capitalize on what made him really good in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
felt he was like trying to do that too much.
Right.
And it just felt like it felt too much like an ABC
Like
show.
if he does it,
Like superheroes meets fucking Grey's Anatomy. I love superheroes. I fucking love Grey's Anatomy, but I don't want them intermingling and fucking having Grey's,
Like Coulson makes
Spider-Man
such
kids.
a good.
rabies.
He makes such a good support character, like in
Yeah.
the movies. But in the show, putting him like almost in a Nick Fury kind of like lead position, it was just I don't know. It didn't work for me. I couldn't do it.
Right.
Dave, I haven't seen you in like a week.
It's been a little while. There's been things.
It's really just work stuff. Like
Yeah.
by the time I even get home and you're already in bed, and you leave like stupid early in the morning.
I do.
But anyway, we haven't had a chance to dialogue about Avengers. And the movie's been out for 2 fucking weeks, people. Guess what? If you haven't seen it,
Okay.
and you don't want to hear shit, then stop listening.
Eric, you've seen it, right?
No,
You really
I've
haven't?
already had it. I've already had it spoiled for me though, so it's whatever. Talk
Okay.
about it, and I don't care.
Anyway,
I don't care at this point.
how?
Okay, wait. Spoiler alerts.
Yeah.
We're gonna start
spoilers.
talking about Infinity War.
Bleep, 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 blop.
If you don't want to hear this, get out. We're giving you 4 seconds
Out.
of silence.
Okay.
Okay, I heard the
Everybody
door.
dies.
Holy
How
fuck!
did you feel, dude?
First of all, I thought 2 people were going to die.
Yeah.
The 2 people. Sorry, Eric. You're gonna fucking love all this. Are you gonna go see it anytime?
I mean, I'm like 4 or 5 movies behind in MCU right now. I
Yeah.
was following it very closely for a while, but then I just kind of got sidetracked. I think the next one I have to see is Civil War.
Yeah.
So I'm so far behind at this point.
Okay, so,
Okay, so fuck it then.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know that Captain America: Civil War is really just Avengers 2.5.
Yes, absolutely.
Iron Man's actually in it more than Captain America.
Yeah.
So
and it's actually hilarious that he wasn't in it more. And he was almost like way more of a main character.
I gotta tell you, the only reason that Civil War even existed in the first place was to bring Spider-Man and Ant-Man into the fold.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
That, like, they found it, like, if they had to find a way to kind of like get them involved or make them care about what.
I love the new Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
I love him.
So amazing.
He's awesome.
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would have his Spider babies. Yeah.
But
For real.
I gotta tell you, man, like, it was just so heavy in that theater when, like, you think you're gonna have the big Hollywood ending, right? And he just jabbed the axe right into Thanos, and then
you're like, it's over.
And he
looks right at him and says, "You should have got the head."
Yeah, he just
should have went for the head.
And then he snapped, and he's like, "Oh shit!" He just did it.
Yep.
He did exactly what he said he was gonna do.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm surprised.
Couple weird things. When I went into it, I really thought that Iron Man and Thor were going to be the ones to die. Yep. The reason I thought that is because they've had their movies, they've had their spotlight, and I thought it would have been okay if they were kind of washed aside.
Yeah.
I mean, they're great characters. I love them, but I think it was just time to give other people like, Black Panther, a few other ones more spotlight until they have a few movies and just start killing people off.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what to expect at the end of it. I really didn't. And I'm usually really good at being like, okay, this is so predictable. I know what's going to happen. I had absolutely no fucking idea that Thanos was actually going to succeed. Yep. And I had no idea which ones were actually going to go and which ones weren't.
Yep.
It would have been fucked up if Thanos actually disappeared and he didn't know that he was going to.
Right.
Who knows? He snapped his fingers and all of a sudden we don't know who's going to fucking die.
Exactly.
I am not gonna lie. The biggest part that teared me up the most, and it wasn't the ending. It was the beginning, and it wasn't even what's his face dying.
Oh.
It was the second that Hulk went in as his human self.
Yeah.
Looked at Iron Man and fucking hugged him.
Yep.
I was like, I almost lost it. I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, I don't think
that's big. When the Hulk is scared, you have a problem.
Yep.
And it set the whole entire fucking movie. It made you tense.
Yeah.
Because
it's
the Hulk.
Tone. Yeah.
Yeah.
If the Hulk is scared, what the fuck?
Loki goes, we have a Hulk. He used the same thing that they fucking used on him.
Yep.
We have a Hulk. I have an army. We have a Hulk.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden the Hulk gets his fucking ass handed to him.
Yeah.
And then he gets fucking Hulk shy the whole fucking movie.
Hulk shy, yeah. That's great.
It turns into the Incredible
I'm gonna coin that term.
It's like when you're getting fucking, toilet shy in public, you're trying to
pee shy, man.
Be shy. You're trying to go and you can't, and that's what was happening. And it was powerful. It was so fucking powerful.
I don't think I felt like I've told Kelly this. I'm pretty sure a few times. I don't think I felt a weight of a movie I don't think I've felt such weight since probably Logan. Yeah. And considering they're both Marvel, movies. And it kind of speaks volumes as to the care and the passion that they put in, like, to crafting their movies, and they really care about what they do when they when you have a reaction like that. And I'm a huge Marvel fanboy anyway. The only reason I haven't seen all the movies is because, like Eric said, I just haven't had time. So the only ones I haven't seen are the third Thor movie. So I had no context.
Ragnarok?
I had no context as to what was happening. And I heard that leads directly into it.
Kind of.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Okay, maybe I'm full of shit. I don't know.
No.
And then also, I haven't seen Black Panther.
You gotta watch Black Panther. I'm surprised you should have watched it before you watched this.
Yeah. I felt like Thor Ragnarok and Black Panther were two movies that you really need to have watched.
Black Panther was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
That's good.
I really enjoyed it.
I had no idea why they had spears that shot lasers. And I'm like, wait, what?
Well, their place is just so technologically advanced.
Right.
Beyond anything that humans have ever seen.
Yep.
And they hide it, is what they did.
Okay.
But that's, anyway, It was fantastic, and all it was action almost nonstop, and even the parts that were supposed to be like super romantic and like, oh, look at these two little lovebirds and the fucking little Olsen and Vision,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden he gets a fucking staff to the side of his head,
Yep.
you know,
He just
I love you. We need to be together forever. Boom! Right upside his fucking head. You know.
You know what the funny thing is though? Like at the end, it's not really funny. I mean, it's super sad, but like you get so like, enveloped in like what's actually happening. It's like, oh, he shattered the thing. That's so great. And then Thanos was like, no. I'm like, oh shit! I forgot he could do that.
Yep.
Damn it. So
it was cool when he was when they went. I was sad when what's her face died.
Oh.
When he had to throw her off the fucking cliff.
Oh yeah. I was more sad when Star-Lord found out what happened, and everyone was like, "I can't believe fucking Star-Lord did that." And I'm like, considering his past, it's a completely normal reaction for him to have.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to stop shitting on what Star-Lord did.
Yeah.
And just accept that, given all the people that he's lost over his entire life.
Yeah.
Like he lost the love of his life.
Yeah.
You know, like
a couple times.
Yeah, a couple times.
And his father.
Yep. And his mother.
And his mother.
And his father figure.
Yeah.
Like, then you realize, God damn, he's kind of rough.
And Groot had such a small part. A very, very small part. But it was Teen Groot anyway.
Did you?
That was funny.
Did you read the little spoiler of what that last I Am Groot meant?
No.
You want to know?
Yeah.
Is that it's actually in the script. Is that the last I Am Groot before he disappears when him looking at Rocket Raccoon and it meant dad. And you're like, the fuck?
And who is he talking to?
Rocket Raccoon.
Who he thinks Rocket Raccoon's his dad?
He feels like, I mean, I guess he views them as such.
Well, that would be because when Groot died, Big Groot died.
Right.
He was the first one to pick up the little.
So that kind of makes it even for me somehow.
Yeah.
Is that and I don't know if you heard about the part that was Dave Bautista, the improvised line.
No.
Is that, you know, the part where he's like, oh, you know, where's Gamora? I'll do you one better. Who's Gamora? And then Drax is like, why is Gamora? That was completely improv.
That's funny.
Completely. And the whole
funny.
Spider-Man thing at the end, like that was completely improvised. And I'm like, that makes me love this film even more. It was like all
improvisations are awesome.
Best parts are improv.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Kelly, what'd you think? I haven't heard from you in like 15 minutes now.
I thought it was really good. It definitely was it was something like I think
some shit.
It was a movie.
as far as like the biggest weight that you could have at the end of a movie, and as far as like the protagonists having the worst ending to a movie that you could probably possibly have in a movie, and the villain having the best outcome for themselves. Like, he literally did everything. Thanos did everything that he said he was going to do without like any fault in resolve.
He didn't even really have like that much difficulty doing it either.
He had no fault in his resolve. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Like the whole throwing what's her face off the cliff, like that was a little challenging for him, but eventually he was like, all right, I'm just gonna do it. And
see you.
Can we talk about Peter Dinklage for a minute?
Oh yeah. And they made him a giant.
Fuck? What? Like, they made Peter Dinklage. You obviously know who that is. They made Peter Dinklage a fucking giant, and it was awkward.
That's hilarious.
It was so fucking weird.
It was. I thought it was hilarious when I first saw it.
That's
I'm just like,
fantastic.
oh my god, it's fucking
Funny. It's
Peter.
it's still weird.
Dinklebot, yeah.
Dinklebot.
Dinklebot.
Dinklebot from fucking
That wizard
Destiny.
came from the moon.
And when he goes, you're gonna have the power of the star directly into your body, and I'm like, he's a god. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Obviously, he comes out at the end.
Like, did you expect anything less?
But
And
when Groot did the. When Groot put the sword together with his arm and cut his arm.
Yeah.
Do you guys realize that Peter Dinklage is a completely different person than who you guys are talking about? You guys are talking about the dwarf.
The giant.
The dwarf in Game of Thrones is not Peter Dinklage. He's Littlefinger.
I think you're so confused.
No,
right
Peter
now.
Dinklage. No, that Peter Dinklage is Tyrion Lannister.
Tyrion Lannister is Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, because he also voiced the Ghost in the first Destiny game,
Yeah.
and then they replaced him with
Let me show you, buddy. It's okay.
Nolan North.
Yeah, no. Why don't I keep saying Trevor? Why do I keep thinking Trevor Noah?
Oh my god, that'd be awesome. This is Peter Dinklage right here.
You are right.
Yeah.
One more time.
No,
I'm kidding.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I did that to Carrie yesterday.
Let's talk about that
She goes,
post-credit scene.
yeah, you're right. And I'm like,
All
yeah,
right, I guess I'm just done talking.
No,
now.
I just, no.
Credit scene.
Oh yes. Anybody watch Shield? You would kind of know what was going on there, and
Yeah.
the other, the end of Civil War,
Yep.
because they're actually driving. What is that? The end of Civil War, almost towards the end of Civil War. They're actually driving in a truck together.
Yeah.
Like what do they call him in the Fury?
Yeah.
Nick Fury.
And Maria.
Maria.
Yeah.
They were driving together, and then all of a sudden at the end you see them together, and then everything's disappearing. And the symbol, I thought the symbol was something different, but it's just the shield symbol because they're all in hiding at that point.
Yeah. You know who they're summoning
Oh,
is Captain Marvel.
that's what I told her, and
Yeah.
she's like, "No, that's just the shield symbol."
No, it's
Captain-
absolutely not.
Yeah, I was like,
The
Captain
internet's
Marvel's
going crazy. It's
right.
She is literally like the strongest like superhero of the MCU by far.
Right.
And the movie's taking place in the 90s, and then something's gonna happen, and she goes into hiding, and then that's them summoning her back.
Right.
Like, hey, some shit's going down. Please come help us.
We need you.
So
So it would be great to see. Well, I think we're going to Captain Marvel. We're going to.
Brie Larson's hot though, right, Kelly?
Who?
The girl they're getting to play Captain Marvel.
Yes.
Did you ever see Scott Pilgrim? No.
I mean, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's this girl right here.
Brie Larson's hot. I think she's.
Yeah.
She's.
Oh. Hold up your laptop so I can see it too.
You have a phone. Look her up yourself.
Yeah. Look up your phone.
I have the Twitch stream up on my phone.
Well, stop. No one's talking.
So she's resistance to most toxins and poisons, superhuman strength, endurance, stamina, flight, physical durability.
Marvel Superman.
See, Patience is talking. Hi, Patience.
She does that.
That's why the Twitch stream is up.
Oh.
Well, anyway, it's going to be very cool having Captain Marvel come on, because if anyone can wait, can she do the dimension jump thing?
I have no idea.
No.
I honestly, out of all the superhero like the Marvel, I really never kind of cared. Like I never really got into Captain Marvel. I just love how after like Avengers, like they try to give us Ant-Man, and we're just like, no. You think you can give us Avengers and then give us Ant-Man?
I know, right? But either way, it's the next movie is going to be fantastic. I hope that it comes. I don't know. I hope they surprise us with something a little bit fucking sooner, but they're not. 2019. This thing's
next
perfection
year.
takes time.
I can wait until 2019. Like
I can. We got a lot of things to do this year, so I want to.
Really do.
I would like to pace things. But all
I
right,
would
guys.
like to pace
Well,
things. You know, anything
my
else?
mouth is getting dry. So yeah.
My mouth is getting wet. What's happening
Hey,
with you?
so
Go ahead, Eric.
have a
Capcom
mouth.
confirmed
I have a
that
mouth. I have
Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is coming to the West, as it came out last year in for the Switch. It came out last year in Japan, and they said it was not coming to the US, and now it is in August. I'm
In a
excited.
bizarre trend of events, they found out that people like to play Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't it weird? You go from
Wow.
What a surprise.
I mean, did it seem this big before?
It was.
It was always big in Japan, but here it wasn't nearly as big as it is now
Yeah.
in the West.
Yep.
But now it's like massive, and you can't fucking get your dick out of it.
You really can't get away
Oh yeah.
from it.
I mean, I never could get my dick out of it since like 2005 when I first played it on the PSP.
And I couldn't really get my dick out of it ever since like 2006 or 2007. Whenever I went down to Florida and they introduced me to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then I got a
basically.
PSP. and then all bets were off.
All of the bets.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a possibility I might never play it again.
Dude, that's upsetting, man.
Very
It's
upsetting.
so good.
I'm gonna go back to Far Cry 5. I'm gonna stay in that for a while.
Really, I'm kind of
I mean,
done with.
And I don't want you guys
I'm
to
not.
feel intimidated because I'm far. Like, I will gladly help you guys.
How's that? What? Are you
I mean, I'm
still
at a
on Far
point
Cry
now-
5? Are you-
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing the weekly challenges, and
Yeah.
I'm just like trying to redo all of the outposts without being detected.
Without being detected.
Are you gonna
Oh,
do?
yeah.
Are you gonna get Onrush? Onrush, called Onrush. There's a new game coming out called Onrush. It actually kind of looks like The Crew.
I was gonna say you can't just keep saying the name of it. You gotta tell us
Onrush,
what it's
Onrush,
about.
Onrush.
Oh, it's Onrush. Okay.
On Russia.
Yeah.
San Francisco
So-
Rush.
So it kind of
Yes.
looks
I'd
like
buy that.
it
Yeah,
kind of
me too.
looks like
Rush 2049
The
2.
Crew. Kind of looks like The Crew.
Yeah.
But it looks. I mean, it's gonna be pretty cool.
The only thing I know about this game is the name of it.
The beta's coming out May 17th to the 20th. Open beta
I
on
never got an
PS4 and
invite
Xbox
code for
One.
H1Z1, by the way.
Oh, you didn't get into that?
No.
Yeah.
I never checked if I did because I haven't played a game in fucking like 2 weeks.
Yeah, no. I got
I
Dragon
mean,
Dogma for
played
PS4.
anyway.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
$20.
That's a good game.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out how to fucking kill the first ogre though.
Honestly, I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to compare Dragon's Dogma too much to Dark Souls. Which people who love
To
Dark Souls
The
have a-
fighting, yes.
yeah.
Yes.
People who love and play Dark Souls have a really difficult time comparing every other game that's kind of like Dark Souls to Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Because everything's kind of like Dark Souls, but not as good. So
Yeah.
it's.
You're playing the crew, it's like,
It's
this is
hard
kind of like the
to-
Dark Souls of racing.
This is like Dark Souls, but it's not like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
But,
The Dark Souls of anime shooters, right?
yeah.
Nope, that's right.
Yeah.
Galgun 2.
2.
Yep.
That wasn't $60. But
Right now.
I will when we're done. How's that?
Battlestar Galactica, Dark Souls.
Yeah, dude. It's like the Avengers of Dark Souls.
This all confuses me so much.
This went south way.
All
way
right, so
quick.
next week, I think Thursday, we're going to be doing the Deadpool 2. Is that next Thursday?
I can't.
Okay.
I put that in the chat only because it's anniversary.
Okay.
And we're spending our, you know what we're spending our anniversary doing?
What?
Watching Deadpool.
So you're
There
gonna
you
be
go.
there anyway. You're just
Yeah.
not gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there, but I really won't be, so don't talk.
Okay.
just
That'll be no
pretend you
problem.
don't.
So,
know.
AKA Dave and I can just go fuck ourselves over on the side, you know.
Yeah.
Pound
Like,
it.
like normal.
That's right.
Like every other Tuesday.
So we'll be doing the
Thursday,
Yes.
LobbyCon. We'll be doing the LobbyCon at the Bangor Mall Cinema 10. Is that still the name of it?
Bangor Mall Cinemas.
Okay, Bangor Mall Cinema.
I don't know. Although if you ever drive by it, you'd think it would just called cinema.
I know. Right?
Because that's what it
Saturday we're gonna be
Cinema.
at the Great Falls Comic Expo. That'll be a lot of fun. We're gonna be there with controller throwers and doing some PSVR and a little bit of podcasting.
Yep.
We will
Thought you
try to
said-
do that live, but I cannot promise that one will
I
actually be
can
live.
almost promise that won't happen.
Okay, we're gonna promise to guarantee you that it will not happen.
This
Um,
barely happened.
Yeah,
We're gonna
dude, this almost didn't happen. I almost
Right.
fucking rage quit. But
And
again,
then-
July. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, and then after this podcast, immediately join Eric and I as we play the Dark Souls Network test.
Perfect.
Immediately.
Immediately, actually,
Don't
not
go
immediately.
anywhere.
I gotta hook up my microphone and webcam.
You're what? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Stick around, folks.
again, Pine State Con.
I hope the mic picked
That's
that
the
up.
one that we're throwing on with Will Hasketh. July 14th and 15th in Portland, Maine. That one is at the Elks Lodge, right off the interstate. It's actually super easy to get to. November 10th and 11th. That one's going to be in Bangor, over at the Spectacular Events Center. Yep, I'm doing better. And there's a couple other things going on, but I don't have the dates in front of me. So.
Hey, we might be doing a Nor'easter Gaming thing.
I have to talk to you guys about that.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys, for listening. Whatever the fuck just happened, and we'll chat with you a little bit later.
Toodles.
Deuces.
See ya. Whatever.
Pornhub.